Hey folks, Papa Boris. Sorry about that. I got a little bit carried away in my previous video, which was supposed to be an update on meta currencies and stuff, and I began the run before I switched recording. So just to fill you in, I am using the Athena trinket to guarantee my first boon is Athena, so that I can get, hopefully, resistance to traps, because I am playing with... Can I see my packs of punishment? Are they up here? Can I see them? Yeah, I'm playing with enemies do more damage, enemies have more health, and traps do 5 times as much damage, and so does magma, to try to unlock the 15 Titan Blood achievement that gives that is granted by clearing the game with each of the packs of punishment active. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and begin. So we unfortunately did not get the trap resistance. I don't know if that's even possible. Since I'm not going to be relying much on the special as a shield user, this 87% damage I will pass on, and we'll just take her overpowered dash. And just try to be really, really, really aware of traps. It would be very nice to reach Hades here and get the free win. Oh, yeah, I mentioned that in the previous video, so I should mention that again here. On your 10th time reaching Hades, he just lets you leave. And this triggers kind of the end game sequence, the end game cutscene. There's an epilogue, so there's more to work for in the story beyond that, but it's a big milestone, the 10th one. So I picked 3 things that are all going to make Hades harder. All enemies do more damage, the traps, and then, what the hell? Oh, all enemies have more health. Okay, so we've got more gold, and then if I walk into a trap, I just die. More attack damage or more backstab damage. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. Backstab damage, like, it's like about twice as much. Okay, not twice as much. A little bit less than twice as much backstab damage versus just all attack damage. So that's roughly equal. However, the negative for this one, not being able to collect your casts, I don't really care about that, so it's nice to get that and not have to worry about it. All right, we're still collecting keys for the final section of the mirror. Oh my god, I almost walked on a trap. These things, by the way, they're also traps. I'm usually pretty good at avoiding those, but the spike traps I have been known to stand on a time or two in my day. So yeah, because I'm playing a bit of a hard run, enemies hit harder, they have more health, and traps do more damage, so I just always have to be aware of traps and not stand on them. The hardest, honestly, is probably going to be the second act with the magma, because I always get hit by a little bit of magma here and there. There's just no way I'm going to avoid all the magma. That is unfortunate. That is just going to upgrade my dash damage by like 5 or something stupid, so it's unfortunate. If Athena had offered the attack upgrade, I would have taken that. It's just I didn't take the special upgrade because the special has such low damage that, like, I'm not gonna do a run where I'm reliant on my special to kill everything just because I got 87% damage on my special. So that I wasn't gonna take. But if she offered the attack, I would have taken that over the dash, and then the palm would be much more effective here because it'd be upgrading my dash damage. Oh, it upgraded it by 6. Ooh. Okay. Look at these big lugs. That was a fun bull rush. Yeah, the special is only doing 16 damage at base, which is not an impressive amount of damage to have increased by 87% or whatever that was. Okay, careful. Those guys, they charge at you, and you can't stagger them when they have armor. Very happy to get some life increases from the darkness there, because I'm going to need all the life I can get. Alright, these guys. So I'm going to feel it. I'm definitely going to feel it in Act... I mean, I'm already feeling it now, but I'm going to really feel it in Act 3, the enemies having 20% more health. But that's why it's good that I'm getting the extra damage from having boons from different gods. We've already got Athena. We're about to get Zeus. Oh god, did I wait? So that's 10% more damage. The maximum is what, like nine different gods? The 8 and then Hermes. That's not likely to happen in a run. Alright, attack, chain, lightning, the cast. I'm gonna grab the revenge. It's a bit weaker here because enemies have more health and I have effectively less health because they do more damage. Oh no, there it was, 25 damage. Normally they do 5. Instead, now they do 25. There it was. It happened. We knew it was going to. We knew it. Very awkward room for these little trapos. Very effective challenge. Alright, Demeter, that's the 3rd different god. I would love to get her attack. That would just be incredible. Slowing things down and doing a bunch of more damage would be terrific. I'm already doing, what, like 37% more damage from Chaos. That was honestly a very lucky Chaos grab. It's, you know, if you could give me my choice of Chaos boons, I'd definitely put that one on my list. The one that just upgrades my attack damage. Oh god. Okay, I actually saw the deflected text show up. I guess I deflected the charge attack.
It's Lady DEMETER.
You want to give me an attack, please? Yes, perfect. All right, so we're gonna grab another 56% more damage. So I've got what now? The 37, the 56, and then the 15 for having 3 different gods: Zeus, Athena, and Demeter. So that's now doing basically double damage. Okay, I definitely don't need treasure anymore. This is a bit frivolous. Healing, that is tempting. I am going not to get that because I just don't know. Like, enemies might not drop those items. I really hate that one. We're going to get a palm now because I have an attack upgrade. If I had not gotten an attack upgrade, I would not have gotten this. So yeah, like getting the revenge damage up by a whole bunch is nice, but what I really want is to upgrade my attack. All right, we got the fountain room, which is nice. I'm very glad not to have to do a fight here. Mini boss with darkness or gems. Well, gems are officially... Oh god. Oh god. Oh, this room is a nightmare. This is where we're gonna be grateful that timed deadline. Hey Boris, you better hurry up. You got a deadline. What kind of a deadline? It's a time deadline. Oh no, not a time deadline. Those are the worst ones. Okay, almost got hit there. This is the problem with playing cautiously. Just walking on traps. Okay. Just waiting for him to rear back. Okay, once we break the armor, then we can get going. Oh my god. Lots of deflections. Who knew a dash deflect was so helpful? Oh my god. Just really try not to get hit here. You know, it might not matter, but especially because I was getting darkness, which would have healed me. But, you know, no reason to get frisky. So, in some runs, I might actually take the coins right there over the health. Because, like I mentioned before, in the first act, health is actually a little bit underwhelming. In a way. Because it doesn't do anything to help you kill things faster. Or get, you know, a quote-unquote build online. Now, I say in a way because it does matter. Like, eventually, the fact that I got 25 health here matters quite a bit because it means I have 20 more health, which, you know, as we've said before, with the Death Defiance is actually more significant than that. Each Death Defiance gives about, I think it does round in your favor, so each Death Defiance gives 13. So, it's 39 plus 25, which is actually 64. So each of those hearts is 64 health, which is a goodly chunk of health.
Guess not.
Okay, we got my least favorite one. So I might avail myself of the timed deadline. The lack of a tight deadline. And just do this. Bull Russian. I actually did get hit, but that was only 5. It's not the end of the world. Just gonna see how far this gets me. Make sure that the cast is in. It's not. Oh god, okay, gotta get out of those circles. Also, one reason why this is a tough one is that it has all these spikes on the outside. Or, I don't know, does the Meg fight always have the spikes on the outside? I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I feel like I hit the spikes against Electo more. I'm not sure why that is. Also, those saw blades. You know me, I love to run into saw blades. Like, that was my hobby in high school. I was president of the Running Into Saw Blades Club. And those are traps. Which means that they do an astronomical butt ton of damage. Okay, luckily, I don't think I hit any of those traps. So, I didn't lose that much health. Sweet, sweet Titan blood is here. Oh, I should also mention, when you are playing your 10th run, it is not a bad idea to maybe take shops less often than usual. I'm actually going to get this, even though 40 coins is a hefty price. And it's not going to make it to the boss. I just want that damage to counteract the extra health that enemies have. It's not a bad idea to avoid shops because since you're not fighting Hades, this is the perfect run to flex on in the final act. In Charon's final shop, you really want to buy the diamond, or hopefully in my case, Titan blood that is on offer because, you know, once you clear all the tunnels, then you've basically won. Now, of course, you don't know that. It's very bittersweet encountering that for the first time because it's like, oh, I'm ready to fight Hades. I got a good build, and I also just spent all my coins at the shop getting all these upgrades, and it turns out I didn't need to do that. Basically, on the 10th run, you're gonna clear all the tunnels. This is actually very good. I really want extra coins. You're gonna clear all the tunnels because why not? That's basically like your final boss is getting through all the tunnels. Even if you get the sack on the second tunnel, even if you get the lucky 2 sack, you still want to clear all the tunnels because you want to collect all the coins to make sure you can afford the flex. Now, if you have money saved up, and there's quintuple magma damage. If you have money saved up and you can buy the flex without having to clear all the tunnels, well then so much the better. But you don't have to worry, I guess, overly aggressively about saving up money for the final act. Like, I'm not going to completely avoid shops or completely avoid buying things in shops. In particular, once you have that family favorite mirror talent, shops become pretty good because in shops, you might get a boon from a god that you don't have yet. And that's also, on top of the value of having that boon, a 5% bonus damage. You'll notice I might look like I am playing a little bit stiltedly, and that's because I am playing very stiltedly because I cannot afford to take random bits of magma damage. So this is a room that's actually a severe challenge for me and my poor dexterity because, you know, as you know me, I tend to dash around a lot, and not like a good player where it's like purposeful and it's so that I can like interweave the correct order of attacks, specials, and dash strikes. It's just because I have bad reflexes. So I often take magma damage here and there in the second act. But with that traps thing active, I gotta really be careful. Okay, so I think because I do have an attack boon, I'm gonna roll the dice and go for it. Unfortunately, I don't have a call yet, so you could say, well, get the refreshing nectar so that if you find a call in the next 3, it's higher rarity. But I want to do this. I want to hope to hit my attack, and the revenge boon is a decent consolation prize. Heaven's Vengeance and Divine Dash. Well, so that went up from like 111 or 107 or something to 156. I'm fine with that. Unfortunately, this did not get leveled up. Instead, I got this. Oh, goody. Went from 16 damage to 18. Well, you know, you live, and sometimes you win, and sometimes you lose. Poseidon, very happy to see him. That's going to be 5% extra damage, and I like his call. Oh god, it's the witches. Oh man, this is a nightmare. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna try to find a spot to stand on, and I'm just going to mash my special button. Oh wait, what am I talking about? I have this. Oh god, I forgot I had like the best thing you could possibly have, which is an Athena boon. So we are just going to dash into these. You just need to be a little bit careful not to get hit by them. If you get hit by one or two, it's also not the end of the world. Oh god, it's not the end of the world. Because they don't do that much damage. They do like 5 or something. But yeah, mainly I just wanted to not dash into the magma. Alright, more special, more cast, more coin and darkness. So doubling the damage of the special, it's not bad. This is tempting because we're still in the second act, and this 55% more value from darkness and coins is a big deal. The darkness, you know, that's long-term, very useful. Coins, that helps in this run. I'm going to grab the special. I have been using it in some cases, and if that happens again where I'm like, oh, I better play cautiously in this room, and so I just use my special, doing basically double damage with it is pretty substantial. I'm willing to give up some darkness and coins for it, especially because we haven't gotten any shops. And oh, okay, ho, I thought there was one guy. There was not one guy. Well, there was one guy, but there was also 4 other guys. Okay, luckily we're doing okay here. And you know, Poseidon, his upgrades for attack and special are kind of famously not that great. The attack, I guess the attack in particular is rather awful because it pushes and has a very low baseline value. So it just makes it hard to use. But the special is alright, depending on what the special is. And I think for the shield, it's not a huge deal if you push enemies away with your special, because chances are if you're using the special, you're just standing in one place, mashing the button, and you don't really care where the enemy is. It's okay if they get pushed, and hey, maybe they'll get pushed into a wall and do some extra damage. Athena or Hermes? Well, this is a tough one. So Hermes is 5% more damage here, but I don't have a call yet, which means I can't get the God Gauge automatic charge. However, I don't like Athena's call. If that boon had been someone whose call I liked, I would have taken them. Now you might say, but Papa Boris, isn't the whole reason that you took Athena's trinket at the beginning of this run to try to get her boon where you, where you resist traps? So wouldn't it have been worth it to get a chance at trap resisting? And I'll be honest, I didn't think about that until I started that sentence. So yes, that's a pretty fair point. But I think it's still a close call. I'll be honest, I didn't think of it. But even if I had thought of it, I still probably would have taken Hermes just because I want the 5% damage boost, and I don't like her god power. But yeah, it would be good to get another stab or two at an Athena boon. So that magma there, that I believe that is magma from those fireballs. So that's another thing to worry about in the Hydra fight. Cast, move, attack. Okay, definitely the attack faster. Moving faster is nice too, but attack faster I like because that's basically a way of getting more damage. I will spend a little bit of gold to heal, just to be cautious. And shop or palm? It's a tough one. I think I'm going to go for the palm. It's a close call because the shop might have given me a palm, but I really do want a chance at the attack. And at this point, because it got upgraded in rarity, if I don't get the attack but I get the revenge, which is exactly what happened, look, that's a really big increase. That's 64 more damage every time I get hit. So I'm very happy with that. Would have preferred the attack, but luckily I have a decent amount of buffs to my attack. Excuse me. I have the Chaos Boon, and then I have, what are the different gods I have? We're definitely going to play this cautiously. We got the Fireball one, which is fine. I'm okay with it, even though I do take extra damage from the magma. I just make sure that once you see its head slap the ground, you look at the ground, and if you're not standing in a red circle, that's fine. You can just continue mashing the special button. This ain't going to be fast. We are not winning any Guinness records here for how quickly we tackle this fight. But that's fine. Oh, it's not gone yet. I thought I triggered the next phase. I saw the cast come out, and I thought the next phase was triggered, because that's usually what it means. However, if you're super slow at killing it, then it's just because you're super slow. Yeah, well, I'm glad that I'm doing 98% more damage on my special. That's for sure, because this would be taking an annoyingly long time if that weren't the case. Okay, so these I am not necessarily just going to special to death, because I can't actually rely on being in a safe spot the way that I can against Mr. Hydra proper. Oh, were you about to... Oh, God. I was going to taunt it. Be like, oh, were you about to shoot a nest out? And then I killed it. However, this one was shooting out nests, and it got one out. Okay. Wave 1 done. This is definitely where I wish I had a chthonic companion to help with the second wave. Or, God Power. Unfortunately, I have neither. Now, God Power matters less in this particular run because we're not up against Hades. You know, you can typically expect your max gauge to happen twice against Hades, even without any buffs. But here, that's, oh God, not really an issue because we're not going to be fighting Hades. Put the cast back in. Definitely want that 50% damage bonus. I'm not standing in a red circle, so even though the screen's shaking and looks all scary, it's not a big deal. Still not in the red circle. Wow, this Hydra did not have my number today. Still doesn't. Oh, okay, fine. See, I'm glad I don't need to be like chasing down nests or running away from missiles. You know, I just get to sit there. And the Athena Dash, also very helpful, you know, because when you reflect those projectiles, it does put damage on Hydras that are not on your screen. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on. Which is a help later on. 13 damage. Goodly chunk of damage there. I think I'm still at the point where I will heal to full. Oh, I didn't kill that nest. Very glad to have Demeter on my attack. Chilling out these Hydras is super nice. Just to make them attack less often. Oh my God, what just happened? Oh, that one's gone. Okay. So we're in the final bit. I believe I still heal to full here. Let's just do a little two-step to make sure 100% that I am not in a red circle. Ah! Okay, I was a little bit too relaxed there. You can, like, definitely get lulled into... Well, you know what? I think I just want to say lulled. You can just get lulled there and zone out when you're just mashing the button over and over again. I have no shame whatsoever about how I did that one, so we're moving on. Alright, get the diamond, get the gems.
It's beautiful.
And we're off to Act 3. Now here, I'm definitely going to do nothing frisky. We're not going to use up a new trinket or anything like that. We're just grabbing our old friend Myrmidon Bracer. I really want to be taking less damage. And I think as a shield user, I probably am taking more damage from the front than from the back. Alright, we will just get the darkness to get the darkness. It's a little bit of a flex. I want to look here because if I can sell a boon for coins, that's good. I actually could sell this special, but I am not going to because I don't think 70 coins is going to make the difference between me being or not being able to buy something important or getting the flex at the end in Act 4. And it does help in some ways. I guess I'm not sure what boon I would sell. I just wanted to kind of look at the options, and I looked at those options. I was like, no, I'm not going to sell these. This is tough. I don't actually have any hammer upgrades. And if I go here, I'm not guaranteed to be offered a hammer upgrade. So I am going to get a hammer because I actually think it's a little weird I haven't seen a hammer yet. I don't know why that is. Maybe it is that when I got the first Chaos upgrade, that was a hammer and I just didn't look at it. I don't remember that being the case. But I mean, maybe it's just bad luck. But like I've said before, you typically can expect to see 2 hammer upgrades per run, and I've only seen 1. Oh my God, that one, that head. Oh my God, I gotta get over here. Jesus Christ. Okay, there was 60. There was 60 from a very easily avoidable trap, but I got into hot water because the head was floating away. Probably the correct thing to do would have just been to let it respawn, honestly, instead of risking these traps. Now that would have been ridiculous. Oh, we're actually done. Thank Christ. All right, hammer.
Should put some
Well,
extra punch.
this is good. This is totally fine. I don't like these special ones. I guess I got them out of the way on a previous run, and I'm very happy for that. Dash strike, more damage,
Should do it.
and in a larger area, perfectly fine with me. This is a bit frisky here, because it's not healing me, and health is not irrelevant. That's also a lot of enemies. Oh my god, I did it. Did I? I don't think I took 60 damage. My screen went red, and I saw the spears flick in and out, but I feel like I would have a lot less health if I'd actually gotten hit by that spear again. So, I must have just been either a pinwheel hitting me. Wait, what? Oh, it's the head. I was like, but I killed the last enemy. It's, one of those ones that spawns a head and then regenerates. Why is it still happening? All right, we're gonna get the health, not the coins. I just desperately need health here. Now, Death Defiance, that is a resource I have. I mean, I still have 3 of these things. So it's okay if I die to the 3rd act boss. It's okay if I die to just a random room. Basically, what I think is at risk here is not me winning, but rather me getting the Diamond or Titan blood in Act 4. Because if I do get into a situation where I'm like, out of Death Defiances or something, and then I'm like, do I go into another tunnel? Like, no, I'm not going to go into another tunnel and risk losing the run, because I really do need to get these 3 pacts completed. Like, well, I don't need to, but I need to eventually to unlock 15 Titan blood, and I don't want to throw away 3 whole pacts
Denizens of the deep, arise.
just to get an extra Titan blood or diamond. It's not worth the risk. So that's what's at stake. I mean, I'll get through it. Again, we'll take a hammer. So yeah, I guess that's this. See, the game's kind of forcing the 2 hammers here. And I think we have enough coins saved up. Okay, we definitely have enough coins saved up that we'll be able to get the flex. So I need to be more concerned about actually not dying than about collecting as much money as humanly possible. And a part of this is just the way I play. I take the Darkness talent that starts you with 100 coins, and I always take Hypnosis Coin Purse for 150. That's not, as they say, meta. The meta approach is to take a God Boon in the first 2 acts to have some control over, oh my god, get out of here, over what your build is, and then take, defensive boons in acts 3 and 4. So yeah, you can deflect those arrows, and that might have saved me a bunch of damage, I'm not sure. All right, we have something new. This is a fan favorite, or some people like this. I don't really get it. This is actually fine because it affects the attack. But it's like that timing thing where you have to time it correctly. I'm not going to bother with that. They're both not great. But since I don't really... Yeah, this is just bad. I'm going to take that. I think that's actually worse. Even though I am using the Bull Rush in this run, and I don't care that much about the special, I think actually... that one is worse, and I want to get it out of the way more. All right, well, this is good. So I'm not getting a new god for 5% damage, but I do have a shot at resisting traps.
Spend it all in one place.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen. However, yeah, we'll do this. It almost triples the deflection damage, and that is pretty good. Oh, okay. I'm not going to buy that. I'm going to be a little frisky and not buy that healing. Oh, yeah, especially because I have healing right here. So there was that mini-boss I could have fought instead of this room. The thing is that at this point,
No need to go out.
there's just not as much of the run left. Like, it's like I took the Athena trinket to maybe have a shot at getting that resistance, but it's not like I'm, building my entire strategy around it. A part of that was just that I'd never equipped that trinket before, and I'm still trying to equip all the trinkets to get that achievement. Once again, I did not see Sisyphus, so I still am missing a trinket. It's not the end of the world because there's still other trinkets I've never equipped, but it is boggling. I don't know if, I guess it's just random, and maybe there's no pity timer for Sisyphus, so you could just get really unlucky and never see him. But it's insane. I think he showed up in my, first run? Second run? I mean, he might have even shown up for me more than once. Like, if he shows up in your first run, you're not going to give him nectar because you don't even have any nectar. If he shows up in your second run, you might think, well, you know, this isn't the top priority right now. And I'll get it later. We're going to be playing a lot less with Sisyphus's Trinket, I guess. Because I didn't get it in time. Okay, I deflected his attack, which is interesting. I wonder if that actually hurts him. He doesn't have a cast in him. Not having to do Bull Rush to kill him is a lot easier when he's chilled. I should also be trying to use my Dash Strike because it deals extra damage. It has a wider area and deals more damage. Alright, there you go. You got me. You got me. Ah. You can be really frisky. You can just Dash Strike him back and forth instead of trying to lead him into a wall and just keep him running around you forever. Or until he gets tired. But I don't think that was necessary to mess around with there. Oh, he got me. There we go. Okay, doing really well on health here. I mean, it would be an embarrassment if I lost more than one Death Defiance on the final boss fight, if any. And I ended up getting that Athena boon anyway, so let's see if we get the resisting traps. It's very helpful in the tunnels. Unfortunately, no. But we will take just damage reduction in general. Okay, a bunch of armored rechargos. Come on, come on. These are a little bit annoying. They really... The thing isn't just that they, like, have that reticule on you and shoot you with a bow, so they shoot multiple times. So what often happens with me is I'm like, oh, I got hit. Well, that's too bad, but, you know, now that's over with. And then, no, it's like, here's another 3 arrows I'm going to pump you full of. Hit that wall. Fly away from me so I can't hit you anymore. Fly into traps so I walk into the traps and take 60 damage. Take that. Alright, oh my god. Shieldies! My favorites! Okay, I don't know which way they're facing because they're all in a big old clump, but we'll just keep dash striking back and forth. I just have to say that hitting them half the time is going to be good enough. Of course, make sure you get the heads. Because if you attack them all in a pile, then you forget to get the heads that float off. Then they come back. Yeah, okay, I'm going to get that one. Ah, get away from the spikies. Idiot. Wait, who is he calling an idiot? The enemy or himself? I guess it must have been the enemy. I didn't do anything bad, I don't think. Alright, shopping. No, no, no. Alright, a palm. Well, not the greatest. Now we're not that likely to hit something useful. But I didn't have a choice. That is, by the way, in the final section of the mirror, you unlock a talent that allows you to reroll room rewards. The reroll has its limits. Basically, there's 2 classes of boons. There's, I think they're called gold and blue. So gold are the ones that basically help you in a run. That's your palms, your coins, your health, your boons, and your hammers. They're in the gold category. And then blue, oh god, there's a hammer. There's a head over there. Blue are the ones, oh, it did recharge. I thought me hitting it with the special would stop it from recharging. I was incorrect, almost got hit by a thing. Blue are like the meta currencies. Now, there are the house contractor upgrades that make them do something, like darkness, you know, is giving me 5 max HP, and also from the mirror, it's healing me. But generally speaking, the blue ones are the ones that are meta currencies. They help you outside of runs. And that's your darkness, gems, keys. Is there another one? Is it just darkness, gems, keys? No, there's got to be a fourth one. It's like I'm not saying enough things. Darkness, gems, keys. Ah, yes. And nectar. So when you do a reroll, you can only reroll within the category. So you're not going to turn gems into a boon. But the crucial thing is that you can turn coins into boons and palms into boons. You can also, or not necessarily boons, you can turn them into health, which is what often happens. All right, so more revenge damage, more damage resistance. I guess we'll be aggressive and take the revenge damage since I still have 3 death defiances. This is really nice. So it's 150 darkness. Of course, you're not going to get the full 150, but still, even if you only get like 100 of it, it also heals you when you have that alternate mirror talent turned on. So it's a really nice, that talent has a few like individually nice effects. One of which is that it makes the darkness troves really good. Wow, that was a really weak pool of enemies. I got 128 out of 150, and I got a random nectar. Well, very happy. Full health. Everything's great. Here I am. Okay. I don't want to spend coins. I don't want to have a fight either, but I believe this should be the free fight. I feel like I've been here for a while. Yeah, this is free, so it's a free palm. It's basically nothing, but hey, I rolled the attack. Well, all right, it's an extra 11% damage in the tunnels in the Act 3 fight. I'll take it. But again, even if I hadn't gotten that, even if you had shown me the future and told me that I was going to get my 3 dumbest boons, like the dash and the whatever, I still would have gone there just to not spend any coins. Now you might say, but Papa Boris, hold on a minute. If you're taking nothing in order to not spend coins, couldn't you just go to the shop and not spend coins? But maybe the shop would have something that you'd want to buy, and that's actually a pretty good argument. I guess I would say that like I would rather have the chance to get a free upgrade on my attack, small though it may be, than just some random stuff from the shop, because I don't know what I would have wanted to spend coins on. Like, yes, I could buy a boon from a new god and get 5% more damage, but it would be nice to just be really rich going into the final act, because then I don't need to go through. Oh god, I think I took extra damage from that because the spear, when it came back, it hit me and I was facing away from it, so that was plus 10 damage from my Myrmidon bracer. Oh, you need to have your casts, buddy. So yeah, if let's say I do get lucky and I get a 2-sack in Act 4, I don't want to then have to go through more tunnels. But that was weird. Oh, and I think that got me in the back too. Crud. Ugh. He just took a weird path. I should have just been more cautious and gone away from him instead of heading towards him for more damage. And then trying to get him into the wall. So yeah, if I get lucky and I get a 2-sack, I don't want to go through more tunnels. I just want to give the sack to Cerberus and get my, you know, surprise. It's a free win. Free win. Asterius. Oh no. What have they done to you, boy? Look what they've done to my boy. Oh yeah, thanks for telling me you were about to throw a spear at me. Hey, enemy, when are you going to throw the spear? Now, fiend. Oh, you're not doing it anymore. Okay. Yeah, I should mention, I have not gotten a god power. And I also have not yet unlocked any chthonic companions. Either one of those things would have been really nice to have here, and maybe that would have been a reason to go to the shop. To make this fight not take 15 gosh darned ages. In fact, I bet I'm gonna get like Demeter and have to grind out the second half of this. You'll notice it is taking me a good long while to get his health down, even with all the damage buffs. Partly, though, that is not just because I'm not doing enough damage, it's because I did choose to have enemies have more health. Lord Ares. Okay, Lord Ares, not the best. Also, not the worst. He has big circles, but it's fairly predictable. It's just they take up a lot of space. I don't think it happens all that often. I could be wrong, but I feel as though the Ares is just not as frequent as some of the other ones in exchange for being, you know, a lot of space. It's just, you know, most of the fight's the same, but then every now and then these appear, and when they appear, You know, there's going to be 3. And then you go back to doing the stuff. Okay, that's actually a little awkward. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly, but steadily. We're gonna win this race. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we have all 3 Death Defiances. Full health.
No way.
Now, in the tunnels, there are traps. There are the saw blades that I love getting hit by.
Think you can just walk away from me?
So there's an argument to be made to just keep this Myrmidon Bracer. I am going to grab the Broken Spear Point because mainly I am afraid of poison. Poison is just a problem. This is interesting. So I could get 66 coins for 47 health. No.
Let's think about this.
Okay, this is the kind of thing. I don't need this. When you deflect, it deals more damage. We don't need that. That's 140 coins. Perfect. So now I'm hoping that if I complete 2 tunnels, I will have enough coins to buy the flex. If it's the Titan Blood, which I'm hoping for, I will need 1,200 coins. So it's a little tough. Luckily, I have all the upgrades for the urns. I need to try to make sure I'm not missing the urns on my way out of these rooms. But remember, enemies drop coins, and you know, with luck. Okay, so I was gonna say with luck, the coin tunnel would be the mini boss tunnel. It isn't, but I'll still go there just to maximize my odds of getting a 2-sack and then being able to immediately buy the flex and leave. Okay, I deflected the saw blade. Should really try to not stay in the path of the saw blade. Oh, there were coins there. Like, I didn't see the golden urn, but I thought I saw a sparkle, and it turns out it was indeed some coins. Am I out of the way of that? I actually wasn't sure I was out of the way, but since I have full health, I guess I was. One other thing to keep in mind as well, if you're running through these tunnels and you see one of the wells where you can sell boons, you can consider selling useful boons as well as useless ones, because you know, your thing's about to be over, so you can do that. Now, would I sell my attack? Probably not, but I might sell something like my revenge boon or my dash deflect, you know, to just make the coins so that when I'm done with that tunnel, I can go get the flex and leave. Now, that is a better strategy once you've already seen the sack. So let's say that, like, you get the sack in your second tunnel, but you don't have 1,200 coins yet. You know. Oh, it's my least favorite room. Okay. At least it's rats in here. The rats are fine. They are not a huge deal. So I just stay back here where there's no poison. Now, there's going to be more waves. It's more rats. All right. I don't mind that thing too much. Oh, I almost looked like a smart person. I pushed it back into the safe area here. Satyr and big rats. Okay, this is what I don't like, but there is a chance, there is a world where the satyr gets hit by some saw blades while I just do my business back here. Just dash striking with taking advantage of the extra damage and hoping that they don't get the... Okay, I was just going to say hoping... Oh, God, where's the poison healing? Oh, my God. Hoping I can... Oh, my God, I did it again. Okay. Ah, more poison. Is that the end? Okay, that's the end. We got our 100 coins. If it had been the mini-boss room, it would have been 200 coins. I did not quite get fully lucky, but... We're up to 1,000. I didn't actually even look at what the flex was. What is the flex? All right, it is Titan Blood, which is both good and bad. Good because it is better than a diamond. Bad because it costs more coins. So now, where do I go? I think... Normally, I would, of course, go down to mini-boss routes because they're easier, but I really don't want to fight the tiny vermin. I think I'm just going to go here and get health and not risk fighting the tiny vermin, because that would be a really annoying fight to have. It's like, generally, the mini-bosses are easier than the regular rooms, generally. But the tiny vermin is way harder than anything else. And for me, the marginal difficulty of a regular room, the guaranteed marginal difficulty of a regular room, is not enough. Like, a regular room is not harder enough than a mini boss room to justify taking the risk of the huge additional difficulty of facing the little rat. Okay, so we have a pretty easy one here. It's the 2-sack, and I am, unfortunately, 90 coins short. Oh, 75 coins short of being able to get the flex. You know, if I'd just been I mean, I'm sure there were those moments where like, sure, I'll pay 40 coins, or, yeah, why not? I'll just, you know, take this thing instead of getting a coin reward. But if I had gotten one room that gave coins earlier in the run, I would not need to be going down this tunnel. Now, the good news is that it is just a tunnel. It's going to be a tunnel with a regular room fight afterwards. I already had, in my opinion, the hardest room layout. It's the one with the 2 floors, like sort of like a cross-shaped room. One end of it is a poison grate in the floor that periodically spews poison. On the opposite end of that, symmetrically to it, is another poison grate. And then on the other side, you got your saw blades coming out. Okay, this has gotten to extreme degrees of poison coverage, so I'm just gonna use my special. Good thing I didn't sell it, though. Of course, if I had sold it, I would have been done, because it's like a rare. I believe it was gonna sell for enough that I wouldn't have had to be doing this tunnel. But still, one of these tunnels is, you know, still easier than the fight against Hades. Okay, so this room, basically the main problem is all these saw blades. So there's the, oh god, seriously? So there's the panels in the floor that cause the saw blades to fall. You can use them strategically to hurt your enemies, but what I like to do is run into them and then dash in a frantically incompetent way, and then also get hit by the saw blade. You're not in full control, as you just saw there. That rat stepped on it, which also made them fall, so that's another way you can get damaged by them. But I am just going to try to stay away both from the slits in the ground and from those panels. Let's just not dick around. Okay, that rat stepped out. Oh, there it was. 150 damage. Like, they normally hurt. They normally hit you for 30, which is a lot of damage. But that was 150, which is a lot. And of course, it's not the end. Of course, it's not. We got a rat, and we got one of those things, which wouldn't be a huge problem if it wasn't for the fact that the ground is covered in poison. Okay, so I'm gonna just try to kill my strategy is I'm gonna try to kill the rat and just dodge. Okay, never mind. I got close enough to it, and I guess the poison that was over here got dissipated. That's still not the end. Okay. Oh, goody, an armored satyr that poisoned me. Oh, yes. Where the hell? Okay. Anyway, it wouldn't be a huge issue if I had an extra 150 more health, but still fine. We got 3 death defiances. We are done after this. This is definitely the end. I have 1,279 coins. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, this is why, kids, you don't play with heightened security. It's insane that is only 1 heat. Honestly, I'm boggled by that. There are, oh, hey, look at that. I got a call. That's so great. Oh, thanks, Demeter. You're the best. Anyway, it is nice. It is nice because it's new, but it would have been helpful to have that earlier. All right, so we flex up. Really happy to have this. So I got 3 Titan Blood this run. 1 from the first act, 1 from Hades, and then 1 from the flex, which means I can unlock one of my aspects that's hidden. Of course, it's debatable whether I want to do that or meet the requirements for unlocking more. Okay, so there's revealing, which is where it appears, and then there's unlocking, where you pay 3 Titan Blood to actually unlock it. I guess I prefer to reveal than to unlock.
You're right.
I prefer to reveal than to unlock, because I feel like I'm in control, you know? It's like, I could just do more runs and get more Titan blood and then unlock them once they've been revealed. Whereas sometimes to get it revealed is like a whole headache. In particular, the fists are very annoying to reveal, because you have to first invest 5 Titan blood into the fists, and then you also need to meet the bull as a mini boss in Act 3 while wearing the fists.
Mother, wait.
Oh, Zeb,
Like, what is it?
my arrival.
Alright, so yep, when Hades lets you go,
Just
this is where your mom decides to come home, which is like beating the game, so to speak. There is also an epilogue that takes quite a bit of work to achieve, which we'll start working on eventually. My top priority first is
I can't believe that this.
to get the chthonic companions, or at least a chthonic companion, before working on the other stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. I'll see you again soon. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to sit tight while this cutscene plays. And then we are going to do, like, you know, the metagame currency and mirror stuff. You can fast forward through this if you don't care about this. If you just want to see the post-game resource expenditure.
snow everywhere. Mother.
Or is it possible to skip this? I feel bad. Progress saved 1 minute ago. I don't think you can skip it. It's kind of cool. You float through all the acts.
We're here.
We're here.
This is embarrassing, but
That's quite all. I spent many. Cerberus?
Persephone, I'm sorry.
Hades.
I know.
Oh, I was.
A solution.
You're right.
I would do any.
Then first.
wow.
Oh,
Yes.
What about the?
Your mother?
Well, you didn't.
About.
Zagreus.
Question.
Ah, boy.
So I just.
You have it.
Perhaps you'll just do the.
Thus was Hades,
Okay.
leader of the dead, reunited with his long-lost bride, Persephone,
There's no way to skip this either.
and together with their firstborn son, Prince Zagreus, go on to reign eternally beneath the
I guess I should have just stopped recording and then picked up after it was done, or maybe pause the recording.
enthusiastic joy, so much as possible in that dark, gloom-filled realm of the dead. And even after all this time, Olympus never did discover what transpired there in the underworld.
After all this time, it's only been a few days.
Okay. So then, back to the business at hand. Let's talk to everybody.
That's so. Well done.
And I think,
Thank you. It's
you know what, in the long term, I'm gonna need Achilles. Actually, no. I should really. It's frustrating because like you can only give one nectar per time. Eventually, you need to get Achilles in order to get his companion, which is my favorite one. But in order to do that, you also have to beef up Orpheus. There's just like a lot of people, so we'll start working on that later. Let's
Give you pets and live to tell of it, right, boy?
let's just talk to everybody and call it a day for now.
Well, look at you.
The monstrous.
Maybe.
How dare
Oh, I
you
should
say
give
that?
Persephone a nectar because she does give you a trinket.
Oh, Zag.
Oh, mother, thank you.
It's not one of my favorites.
How has it been for you?
It gives you a random boon upgrade every 6, 5, or 4 encounters fully leveled up.
Greetings, Father.
Your
And the Olympian.
I do. Your mother.
Say, Orpheus.
What?
I saw her make.
We were much.
Ah, well.
I do not.
You can't be serious.
Persephone.
I scarce believe.
Okie dokie. Lots of people to talk to. Have I talked to Achilles? I did.
Sounds
I
good.
did. Okay. Dusa, I will give the thing
So you.
to work on the romance.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm not going to give Achilles a nectar. There's just no point if you're not also going to commit to doing it with Orpheus.
Flattery never got me.
Technically, it doesn't have to be Orpheus. Basically, in order to complete Achilles' quest, you have to complete either Orpheus's quest or Sisyphus's. But Sisyphus's is just really, really long. It's not hard. You just need to meet him a bunch of times. And as you've seen, it's really difficult to meet the guy. All right, so I would love to spend 15 keys for a Titan Blood. Unfortunately, I still need 18 more keys to unlock the last section of Mirror. I could do something weird, like I could buy 3 keys and do this now. But let's not dick around with that. I do just want to get that last section of Mirror unlocked.
For breakfast. Dinner, maybe?
Oh, we got another nectar. How beautiful. All right, so now
Garden's always open now.
let's take a quick peek here.
What do the three fates have in
Storm
mind?
lightning. Don't know what that is. I should look that up. Empty inside. I've looked it up. I know it's not hard. It's just I haven't rolled it. These both sound like rifts. That. Oh, I never taken his god power. And high tolerance. Ugh, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not sure about that one. Don't know about those. Not sure about those. Okay. Now the main thing here is so many different thingies. I've got 3 more of these done. So I'm not sure what to work on next time. We'll kind of take a look as we get there. Anything I can upgrade here? Oh, I didn't, I got so excited about this, I just forgot about this one. This is another one that I actually use. Dark Foresight. What this does is it makes it so that you're more likely to see gold room rewards instead of blue ones. So you're more likely to see the rewards that give you palms, coins, hammers, and boons than the rewards that give you and health, I should say, than you are to see the ones that give you darkness, keys, gems, and nectar. So you could argue, well, don't turn this on now. You still need keys. And actually, that's a pretty good argument. I'm going to leave it off for now. It's tempting. Maybe what I'll do is... No, I'm just going to leave it off for now. I do think that I'm not going to spend darkness on this because in the last section there's some really expensive stuff, like really expensive. So I have 1185 darkness. It looks like a lot, but I am going to need it. It's barely going to be enough to get anything there. But yeah, I don't want to spend it here to get the boons to be more rare, but I also don't actually want to reduce my chances of getting keys. I think once I have enough keys, that's when I'll turn it off. It is sad to get fewer nectars, but I think I'm okay with that. So now with the adamant rail, I think what I'm going to do, let me just make sure I have this correct. Man, I need to spend... Yeah, just 1. So basically, I've paid 5 into this and 1 into this. So now if I run into Zeus, there is a chance that he is going to reveal for me the hidden aspect for this weapon. So because of that, I will take the Zeus trinket, because Zeus works pretty well with it. I do prefer Dionysus on the attack than Zeus, but Zeus is also fine, and I want to try to unlock that final aspect. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. I will see you again soon. Take care.